Hey everyone, I'm Ryan and this is Get Your Mind Right. I am back again with the part 2 of weak men. How to spot them, what signs are they, blah, 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 blah. So as you know, the last video I did 3 signs. This video I'm going to do 3 signs. Check out the first video to know what the 3 signs are. Maybe at the end of this video I may tell you, but that's how I get you to try to go watch the first video, okay? So, as I said to you before, I was hanging around the past 3 weeks has been a mess. And it had me thinking of weak, bitch-made ass men. And as I said in the previous video, weak, bitch-made does not equal homosexuality. That's 3 different things, okay? So as I talk about this, I'm not talking about, oh, if a man does this, that equal he's gay. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking specifically about his actions as a man and manhood, all right? So the first one, first, I would just say the fourth. The fourth sign that you are dealing with a weak man is he's low-key envious of his friends. Now, what made me pick this one? Because, like I said, the past 3 weeks I've been outside doing whatever I want to do. And I've been around different groups of people, different friendship groups, different men. And the way men act with being envious of one another, that shit is really crazy. So I said the fourth sign is he low-key envious of his friends, right? A part of that, he's always comparing himself, waiting for his friend downfall. Just recently, I had to tell someone about, how I grew up. There's a such thing as God, Jesus Christ, whoever you want to believe in. But I also like to say the game God. The game God is a God that protects the game, that watches over the game. And the game God is like this. If you know how to use the things that I offer, for better or for worse, you're going to get what you desire at the end of it, right? So that's like, I say I went to university, I went to college or whatever, but then I graduate. I don't really put the effort to get a good job compared to somebody who never went to college but know how to hustle and bustle, and they start making a lot more money than me. It's more so like, here's the cards, and if you don't know how to play the game, that's on you. But if somebody around you know how to play the game and you're upset with them or you feel like they don't deserve it, it's not their fault. It is their fault because they played the game and you did it. So basically, when I say he's hating on his friends or he's envious of his friends, he's comparing himself to his friends. He's always trying to see what is he doing better than his friend. But that's not real manhood. That's not real being a better person, right? Because you keep comparing yourself. You don't know every detail that person does. The man, he doesn't know all that. So as a woman, if you're dealing with a man or if you're around men and you notice, like, why did this dude keep hating on his friend like that? So just recently, I'm out with some people, and the couple that I was with, including the other friend, the man, he do kind of talk crazy to his girlfriend. He does, I will admit that. But hey, that ain't my business like that. As long as he not getting up slapping her and being like, you B or something like that, I'm not about to leave the table. But he does talk a little crazy to her that make you be like, boy, why would you say that? And so if the man goes to the store, if the guy who talks a little crazy to his girlfriend walk away or something, the other guy that was with us, he's always soothing her. Oh, that's kind of messed up. He said that. Me, even as a woman, I don't be like, oh, he shouldn't have said that to you. Because it's like, she know her man. She know what the smart ass comments he say. And most likely she know what triggers him to be a smart ass to her. So I'm not getting involved in their stuff. But right when I seen that man doing that, I said, he ain't gonna do that in front of his friends. So why is he doing that when his friend walk away? Like, what kind of hate that? Why are you envious of that? You probably couldn't even handle a woman like that if you was to even get her. It's a reason why that dude said the comments he said. But I digress. The other sign is this is so good. He thinks respect is automatic. Respect is earned. Respect is not automatic. Now, I will say this. If I'm walking down the street, right, and you know how you walking, this me coming this way and this person going this way, right? And maybe the sidewalk is a little skinnier. I got enough. I'm not gonna be like bam to this person to be like, oh, I'm this person. I'm this bitch, and you gonna move out my way. Most likely I'm gonna do a slight curve so we can go like this. And most likely the other person will do the same thing, right? So what I'm saying is respect is not automatic, because it's one of the things of, yeah, we want to treat people how we want to be treated, but at the same time, I'm going to treat somebody how they want to be treated. So meaning, if somebody want to go to McDonald's and I actually want to go to a place that serves $20 burgers, I'm going to take their ass to McDonald's. Weak bitch-made men tend to think that respect is automatic. So they think everybody automatically respects them. No. Let me tell you why that's not working like that. Most likely, somebody already peeped the scene with your goofy ass and said, I'm not giving that fool no damn respect. Right? And if you're a woman and you're dating a man like this, that you're starting to see maybe in this video, oh, I do. He's kind of envious of his friends. He kind of gossips about his friend in a weird way. Or he's always thinking like, you should be confident of yourself. You should believe you're that guy, you're that girl. But you still should understand that going in different places, moving in different spaces, you're not going to always automatically get that type of respect from jump. Right? I want to go more in that detail, so I wrote some more stuff. When this weak man thinks that respect is automatic, most likely he's doing a bare minimum to be seen as that guy, to be seen as that dude, to be seen as that king, whatever you want to call it. The bare minimum is just the bare minimum. That's like when you meet people who, got an apartment and they pay their rent, and they think they're supposed to get some type of award for it. Or a guy who sometimes opens the door for women. Maybe you walking inside the store and he catches the door. A weak man will believe in his heart that woman owe him a thank you. She owes him her phone number. She owes him so much because he grabbed the door. If that woman knew that you grabbing that door, that you thought you was daddy, she would have just told you don't even touch the door. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you go in first. I'm going to wait 5 minutes and then go in. So that's one thing I do notice about weak men a lot, is that they really do think respect is automatic. They think that they're getting respect off the top and then they're giving respect off the top, where even at times I've been around men like that and I'm like, why are you treating that person like that? They don't respect you. What are you treating them like a king or a queen for? They're not going to have this moment in their mind say, oh my God, John has did this, John has done that for me. That rarely happens. Just think of how often you do that. It doesn't happen like that all the time. Number 6. His ego is more than his effort. That slightly ties with the whole, he think respect is automatic, right? He feel entitled to admiration from people without even doing stuff. You see, all these signs, they really do link up. Because even as I'm talking about it right now, I'm like, this reminds me of the whole thing, how I said earlier that he wants to be praised. He wants everyone to speak to him. Everybody got to tell him hi. The woman at the register got to have a smile on her face. That's on video 1, part 1. He has so high expectations for others, but he ain't did nothing his damn self to receive or to even be feeling like he should have those high ass expectations. And don't get me wrong. It is nothing wrong with a person believing in themselves. There's nothing wrong with being slightly cocky. You know, I don't think there's nothing too much wrong with that. However, when your little bit of cockiness or your ego start getting too big and you start thinking everybody and mama owe you something, and then you get that reality check of it don't work like that, that's the reason, right? Part of his ego is bigger than the effort that he puts in, is that he doesn't really realize doing a little bit of something isn't enough to earn fully respect. You got to stay consistent. And I really wanted this video to be more so for women to see the signs, but however, I could see men watching this too and being like, I don't know, their feedback, whatever. But like I said before in the previous video, as a woman, you being a woman, you automatically have your piece of femininity, right? When I talk about the weak man, the bitch made man, I'm not really trying to say he a woman. I'm not trying to say that. However, I'm just saying some of his tendencies is pretty bitchy. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I guess I'm trying to say that in society, that the society we kind of live in, a woman could get away with certain activities, carrying herself a certain type of way better than what a man could. Meaning that, you know, if I think I just get pretty and go outside and people do little stuff for me, I would probably have like a good 75% of people that would agree with me. For a man, that may not be so much, because men are supposed to be handsome, but it's not like some type of big deal if a man isn't handsome. He could still be just as successful as the non-handsome man. The non-handsome man can be just as successful and even more than a man that's handsome. But for women, we have a different type of look at it, as being like, you know, she's pretty, she's beautiful, she can get whatever she wants. She's ugly, she ain't that cute, ooh, she better go get a job. That's how it kind of is for society when it comes to that. So when I talk about these signs, and I'm trying to tell women that the more you automatically have your femininity inside of you, right? But the more you're around a bitch made man, I'm telling you, y'all, it messes with your femininity, and then you got to start calling out stuff. You got to be the one that's in charge doing everything. You got to start being the one to save him, make him feel better, explain to him the processes of life and why the person had to check your receipt and why you shouldn't be mad. And if a person is complaining all the time, what more can you do with it? So many people may not agree with me, but weak, bitch-made ass men, I mean, I don't know what they for in society, you know. Is there a need for them, for some women to grow and realize the strength she have in her? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm saying this to the women out there. When you realize you around a weak man, a bitch made man, get your ass out of there. It ain't nothing you can do. You can't fix it. You know why? Because they don't see it. They think their world is the correct world. And anything that you're telling them that's going against them is out of pocket. So you have to watch out for yourself. Because a bitch made man is not going to watch out for you. If he's watching out for you, he's watching out to see what you're going to do to offend him. And you can't live your life like that. Okay? So, you know how they say when it's a fire, or is it an earthquake? Stop, drop, and roll, right? When you see a weak man, stop, turn, and go. That's my new one. Have a good day.